A lot of people ask me, hey Lisa, you're building a business online, but how did you come up with the product? And I'm sure a lot of you have the same, like, oh God, the product, seriously? Like, do I have to make it myself, or where do I get it? Yeah, so if you are one of those people, stick around, watch this video until the end, and I'm gonna give you some tips of how to actually come up with a product idea, or if you don't have an idea, how you can actually pick up on a product that might sell. So stick around until the end of the video and I will give you all the secrets. Hi guys, I rewatched my previous videos and realized I'm being way too serious. So I'm gonna lighten it up a bit. So hi! Smile a little bit more, yeah? Anyway, in my previous video, I covered some of the steps that I took to actually get started. And the first step, of course, was to choose a product. Because if you don't have a product, I mean, what are you gonna sell? Good news. Yeah, if you do not have a product, you can still sell online. I mean, you don't have to be a product developer or product creator. Of course, if you're passionate about something and you really have this great passion and you're making, I don't know, earrings or something else with your own hands, great, then this is good. Maybe you can do some market research and see if this is gonna sell. Perfect. But if you're like me, who is just like, you know, I was having a job of I am a lawyer, and then I was working as an event manager for all my life since I was like 21 years old until I was 34. So if you're like me, if you just had one talent, basically event management, all your life, then you probably don't have a product. So in this case, you have two options. First option, this is the option that I took, because the second option I didn't really know about. The first option would be choose an existing product that is already being sold on the marketplace, or bring an existing product from another market to your marketplace. And what inspired me to do this is actually the speech of Seth Godin in one of his interviews on Forleo TV, and I'm gonna link it down below. I'm gonna have to figure it out how it's done, but I'm gonna link it down here. And Seth Godin said, like, there's nothing bad or shameful about getting a service or a product or that is already existing somewhere and bringing it to your market, because this is also giving value. Because what are entrepreneurs supposed to do? Entrepreneurs are supposed to give value to the marketplace. Say you go to San Francisco and you see like, wow, they have like this awesome product or this awesome cafeteria with this great idea of, I don't know, and you think, yeah, in my city, say Berlin, because I'm from Berlin, in my city they don't have such a cafe. What a great idea! Like, for example, doing the laundry and having a cup of coffee at the same time, because mostly doing laundry is really boring and you want to go like grab a coffee in the meantime, but you cannot really leave your laundry. So yeah, you think like, wow, maybe I can copy this. And then you're thinking, oh yeah, but if I copy, it's bad and it means that I didn't come up with something by myself. No, Seth Godin said, literally, guys, don't sweat. You're actually bringing value to your community, because this coffee shop exists or laundry place exists in San Francisco, but it doesn't exist in Berlin, and people would appreciate that. So actually, if you're copying an existing product or service and bringing it to your marketplace, you're giving value to people. This is one. And second, you can always improve an existing product or service. I mean, so many businesses became successful with an idea which is already there for a long time. I'm not going to give you examples here, but I mean, you get the point. You can take something which is already there, see what people are complaining about, and just make it better. All right, guys, here we are on Amazon.de. In this video, I will show you how to find products on Amazon that are already being sold on Amazon.com or Amazon.de or Amazon UK, and how you can track them to see how they are performing, if it's really a good business or not, how much money they're making. And if you do not know which product to sell, how you actually can find a product from the existing products. So first of all, let me introduce you to a program which makes it all easier. It's called Jungle Scout app. And I'm not earning anything on this program, or I'm not like affiliated marketer or something like this. I'm just sharing this because it saved me a lot of time, because in the beginning I didn't know about it and I wasted almost 2 months looking for a product manually through just Amazon.de and just basically researching all categories and writing down best-selling ranks and all this like pricing and everything, and in an Excel sheet. And my Excel sheet was long and I was cross-checking everything. It took me forever. And only in the end, when I actually already kind of knew which product I'm going to sell, I knew about this program. So I knew about this way too late. So I'm going to give you a heads up. This is a really useful tool. So why is that? Is that here you can track any product that's being sold on any Amazon market, including US or Germany. And you can see how well this product is being is sold. So basically, for example, here we have a guy selling some kind of gloves. It's just a sample, so I mean, don't try to sell it. It's really just for demonstration purposes. We can see that he's selling them at 15.19. His average ranking is 332. He's selling 73 units per day and making €1,000 or $1,000 in sales. We can track this product up to 60 days backwards, or you can choose like 30 days, for example. And you will see here how much inventory this guy has, how many units he sells per day, how his ranking is changing, and you can see here how many fees he's paying to Amazon approximately, how much he has left after he has paid his fees, and how many reviews he has, and his rating. And for example, if you already know, if you have an idea of a product that you want to sell, this program will be really useful for you to search for this product and see who else is selling the product that you are thinking of selling. And then you can see what kind of competition you have. And here, for example, this guy is having only 3.5 rating. This is an opportunity for you, because if he's the only seller, like is mentioned here, and he has such a bad rating, this means if you bring a similar product to the market and make sure that you do not have all the issues that he has with his product, then you will win. So in this case, you would contact a manufacturer who is making something similar or exactly like that, and make sure that you address all the issues that people are having with this product. And you will maybe negotiate with the manufacturer to see what improvements can be done. Or maybe you find a manufacturer, a different one, who just doesn't have all these issues. So this is how you can approach this. So let me explain to you how you actually look for a product. So we have to go to product tracker, product database here. And then we can select a category. So for example, all right, so we chose, let's choose maybe baby. And then here you just leave it as this. So what is important to put as filters? First of all, price. You do not want products below €10, because in this case, Amazon has to group them to ship them together. So you want the product to cost at least €10. But in this case, I would even put 15, so your profit margin is higher. And let's say €50. So if you buy a product from your manufacturer, which costs like €1, then you would probably be able to sell it at 10 to 15 euros. But if you're buying for 3 years, then you would probably be able to sell it for 25. It all depends on the product, of course. So let's put 15 to 50 euros for now. So another thing which is important here is to see the weight, because you do not want to have shipping costs that are too high. So I would put here a 2 pounds max, or 2 kilos. Then next, very important to put is the ranking. The ranking, I would suggest you put from 500 to maybe 2,000, maybe 5,000 in some categories, because you do not want to select a product which is too competitive. So let me explain you what this ranking actually means. You shouldn't confuse it with rating. And I'm going to go now back to Amazon to explain you what it is. So as you know, in Amazon, you have different categories in which Amazon is selling their products. So everyone who's shopping on Amazon should know this. So basically, beauty category is a very strong category, sport and free time, babies, of course, very strong category, and so on. So if you click here, it will actually show you all the categories in which Amazon is selling their products. So you can see it here. And basically, we are talking about a category on a whole. So as you can see here in Jungle Scout, we have baby. It's a very big category. So here we must have it somewhere too. Spielzeug und Baby. Yeah, in Germany they put Spielzeug, which is toys, together with baby. And in each category, Amazon creates a best sellers rank. So what does it mean here? For example, we have Amazon Beauty bestseller, which means number 100 products that are best selling the best. So Amazon lets us actually see only 100 products. If you go scroll down, you will see, so it's 50 and another 50. So we are able to see 100 products that are best selling on Amazon currently. This rank is changing all the time. So you will not be able, it's changing daily. So, of course, to compete with products in this top 100 is very hard, because they have established themselves very well. And even in the top 200 or 300, even up to 500, it's very hard. So I would not select a product which you can see that is already on the top 500. How can you see how can you see the ranking of any product? So if you click on a product which is not in the top hundreds, now we took one from top 100. Let's just take any random, let's put cream, for example. Normally you have to click on the product and then go down, and the best-selling rank will be here, number 614. So this could be a good product because it's under 500, so it's not that competitive. And we do not consider this number 22. This is a subcategory. We do not want to see this. So this is what is important for you. Now, this can be like really time consuming to go and open each single product separately. So there's a very good widget, a Chrome extension for that. It's called, so let me show you first how it works. And then, so as you can see, I do a list view, and then it already shows me the rank here. If you would do this in Safari, it will not show it to you. So this is everything I see here. This is basically the Chrome extension that is showing me. If we would be just in Safari without this extension, you would not be able to see the Amazon ranking so fast. So this is a really great tool. It costs only 10 euros. So, you can see it on the screen now. So there are two of them. I think both of them are 10 euros together, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is definitely saving you lots of time. Okay, so definitely get this for yourself. So let's continue. So we can here, so we put the ranking, as I explained, from 500 to 5,000. So it's not too competitive. If it's below 5,000, means that it's just not selling very well. And let's do the search. And yes, I wanted to explain to you what rating means. We do not put this in the filter because, at least not for now. What does rating mean is basically the rating of each seller. So let's take this one again. So this guy has a rating of 4.2 out of 5. So the rating is always kind of up to 5 stars. Okay, so we do not put this here. And then you put search. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit allergic to all this spring stuff coming on the trees. Yeah, now it gives us a big list. We have 2,000 results, all the products that are fitting in our search criteria. Well, you can go through it manually. You can also add some other filters. You can arrange this by revenue. We can see who of these guys are making the most money. And yeah. So guys, if information in this video gave you any value at all, please like. I would really appreciate that. Okay, let's move on. So as I said, Jungle Scout is a very useful tool. So I'm going to let you watch all their tutorials online so that you can actually see how useful it is. Now I'm not going to go into much more detail about it because their tutorials are much better. And now let me show you how you can source the product if you have selected a few. So let's take just a rucksack for women as an example. And I'm gonna show you how it's done. So I found this one, this blue one. All right. Obviously, it is being sold in China based on these girls here. So you then go to Alibaba, yeah. And on Alibaba, you type in the rucksack again, and then you look through. And you see, I have something similar here. Let's see a little bit further. If I find something similar. All right, so here's a similar rucksack, which is costing us between $6 and $11. And on Amazon, they are selling it for 15. So this price here, $11.50, is based on 100 pieces minimum order, and it's just that's just the first seller that I came across with. So here's the blue version. So obviously with this product, with this rucksack, based on the first seller that we have found, the profit margins are way too low, and in this case, I would say I would look for another product, or you can always look for another seller which has maybe a better offer. But if you're selling something at 15 euros, then you have to buy it at like max 3 euros or maybe 5 maximum, so that you make 10 euros profit. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail about the business of profit margins because there's enough material online about it. I would just say take into consideration the fact that you're gonna need to have shipping costs as well. You're gonna have to spend money on Amazon sponsor ads, Facebook ads, social media ads, maybe Google ads, etc. So you need some budget to market your product and put it on the top listing. Otherwise, it's just not gonna sell. So obviously, it's better to find a product where you can have the best quality, but the biggest margin as well, and the least competition. This is just common sense, but I feel like, I still need to say this. So least competition means that it's not in the top 100 or top 500, and that the amount of comments is not like, some sellers have over 200 comments. Obviously, if your product's going to try to compete with that, it's going to be way too hard. So in this case, I would recommend to find products who we have the less comments, the better. And this is how you know that you have some potential there. As for sourcing the products, this was an example based on Alibaba. Alibaba has manufacturers around the world, including China, India, Malaysia, and also Europe. But you can also source your product in Germany or in your local country if you believe that this is where you can get the best quality. But you have to always keep in mind your profit margins and transport costs. So, of course, there are other things to keep in mind. This category that I just showed with the rucksack, I mean, you will have the least liability there because it's just like an object, something that you carry. But if you have a product that comes in contact with food, for example, then you're going to have the German government to approve it, or food products need approval from Amazon, and so on and so on. There are categories on Amazon that need approval. So you have to see maybe if it's something that is requiring special approval, then I would go for sourcing a product locally because it's just going to be easier. But this is all I'm going to say for now. You get the basic idea. So I wish you good luck in product sourcing and let me know how it goes. And if you have a question, then you can always contact me directly via email. All right, so this is option number one. Basically, choose a product that has nothing to do with like creating a new idea, taking an existing product, choose it based on pure analytics. And so this option is great for those who do not have a lot of capital, are not so creative with making ideas. And second option is actually also for those who are not so creative, because you can train your creativity. I saw an interview with an entrepreneur who gave this tip. He was asked, can you actually train a creativity? He said, yeah, you can. And I thought, I'm gonna listen. He said, yeah, you can train creativity. Every time that you see that there's a problem in society or in your household or wherever, like every day, come home from work, write down every single problem that you experienced during the day. Even if you think that this problem is like given, if this problem existed since like you were born and your parents had the same problem, everyone had the same problem, like traffic jams or something stupid, everything. Write it down and then see if there could be a solution for this problem, because he says that a lot of problems that we experience every day, we take them for like granted. I mean, we just think, oh yeah, it's like that, so yeah, I cannot do anything about it. But actually, entrepreneurs are people who are solving people's problems all the time. I mean, that's how great products come to market, because someone noticed this problem and thought like, why does it have to be this complicated? I mean, Steve Jobs looked at MP3 player and probably thought like, oh my God, what is this? This is horrible. And then he created iPod. And this is, or someone looked at the vacuum cleaner, which is like this huge vacuum cleaner, and then this whole tube, and then this stick, and this chabang, and then you're carrying it through whole apartment, and it's like so annoying. And someone looked at this and thought like, why is this a problem? Why is this like so insufficient? And created this one of those stick vacuum cleaners where it's just like one stick and that's it. Like nothing, no tubes, nothing. Yeah, and this is what it is. So you have to notice these problems that people complain about. Every time that someone complains about something, you should be like, oh, I'm gonna write this down. Maybe this could be a potential solution and maybe I can earn money with this. But don't really think about earning money. Think about giving value. Think about solving a problem for society. I mean, entrepreneurs should all be thinking about how can they bring value to society. And you know what? I thought like, this is such a good idea. And I started doing this. And now when people complain to me about whatever, something, I immediately think like, oh, maybe this could be a potential business. Yeah, of course, I'm not going to be Steve Jobs, but you can come up with something. And you never know. I mean, it might be even your passion, something which is connected to your passion. You don't even know about it. If you liked the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Apparently other YouTubers told me that if no one leaves a thumbs up, then no one sees it because there's algorithms and stuff. So apparently, yeah, like if you want other people to see it, leave a thumbs up. I mean, if you want a friend of yours who is also thinking about online business to see it, share this video with her or him or whatever. Maybe I can help someone. Thank you so much for watching. Say something cute in the comments.